Hello everyone and thank you for joining me. In today's video I'm going to be drawing Miles Morales and Miles Prowler. Now I recently went to see Across the Spider-Verse and let me just say this movie is artistically epic. When the words appeared to be continued at the end though, like I sank into a deep abyss of no. Like picture rose from the Titanic just for a few seconds as the end credits were rolling. I was like, come back. I need to know what is going to happen next. And my popcorn certainly had gone to popping with that one. That don't even make sense. Anyhow, I'm drawing today using good old graphite and it's been a while. So I just busted out my pencils as I'm usually always typically painting with my acrylic paints. Like you guys know that by now. If you've only just tuned in, you don't know that, but I usually always paint in acrylics. I just wanted to do some good old graphite sketching in my sketchbook and I haven't done any character drawings in a while and I was feeling way too excited about making a start on drawing Miles and Miles Prowler. You guys also asked me to deliver some more characters, so I did that over on TikTok and I've been posting a lot on there lately. So you'll see me draw Prowler later on in the video. However, there will be a few more videos coming out on me drawing more of the characters from Across the Spider-Verse because I'm just way too pumped about it just to only draw just a couple of the characters. I've already drawn Spider-Gwen and I've already posted my time lapse of Gwen Stacy to TikTok and over here is a YouTube short. If you haven't already checked that out, go check that out. I am keen to know, let me know who you think I should draw next. I know that I have Spider-Punk in the works going on, but who would you like me to draw after that? That is the question. So when I'm working with graphite, I typically work on like a much more smoother surface than this. I'm working in my moleskin here, and a question that I've actually been asked recently is what I'm working in and what paper am I working on. So yeah, this is my moleskin sketchbook and the GSM is pretty high on it. I think it's like 300 GSM. So the sketchbook can take heavy body mediums like gouache, acrylics, watercolors, inks, you name it. They are quite pricey if you're just like starting out, but because I've been doing this for such a long time now, I've become really familiarized with moleskins. Usually, typically what I would do is if I'm working with graphite, I'll go for a much more smoother surface. However, I just like the way that this was looking with these characters. Like I like the way that the texture was just giving a little bit more of an element of interest, a little bit more substance to my creativity. I'm mainly working with a 2B, 6B and 8B pencil today from a Winsor & Newton set that I've had for a while, and you can tell by the very top pencil that it is super tiny and overused. So yeah, you can tell how much I've used it. But yeah, I'll leave all of the links in the description box down below for all of the things that I'm using in this video today. And it's not a lot, like I think I just used like a couple of erasers, just these pencils and some blending stumps. So I utilise blending stumps to create cast shadows on the characters' faces to make them appear sort of like more realistic. I'll also shape and mould with the blending stumps. It's really difficult to sort of explain, but I use blending stumps actually a lot more than what I do with the pencils. So when I'm working with the graphite pencils, I'll just draw and shape everything how I think is necessary, and then everything sort of comes to life with the blending stumps, and then I'll go back in with an eraser to add in key areas of like highlights. So I blend and then I also subtract with the putty erasers. I'm mainly filming from a side angle today just because my overhead camera was given a little bit of a shine. Well, the camera wasn't, but the graphite was shiny under the light, and I filmed some of this at night time, so when that happens I can only mainly like shoot from the side. So that happened. Graphite can be a little bit tricky when filming with studio lights. Some of this was shot at night and some of this was shot in the day. However, I mainly always aim to work in the day for this reason, because studio lights just seems to wash away all of the graphite and then you can't see anything from that above camera. I loved working on Miles Morales though. The main part that I enjoyed was doing his hair. It was so funky, it just flowed, and I particularly loved the way that it was looking with that texture from the page of my moleskin. It was funky, fresh, people. I loved it, and that's what I love about these characters. They have this fresh, authentic feel to them, each individually unique. Miles actually took longer to draw than Prowler did. I don't know why that is, because Prowler's a lot more chiseled. I did make a few mistakes from the get-go with Prowler, but then I came back in and reshaped things and worked it all out. It was like fitting a jigsaw puzzle together. I got there in the end, folks. What I mean is there's a lot more harsh contours and line work with Prowler than there sort of is with Miles, and that's why I can't like figure out like, why did Miles take longer? Prowler should have took longer. You can clearly see those smudge marks there from where I did make some few initial mistakes, and that was not good at all. But then after that, everything just sort of clicked. The face features have just been a lot more over exaggerated, more chiseled, but you can still see the same shape to his face as to what there is with the softer version of Miles. So Miles Prowler represents like the counterpart when it comes to face features. Main difference being his very stern expression. It looks more colder, whereas Miles Morales that we've all come to grow and love looks a lot more like the good kid on the block. Obviously Miles Prowler has braids as well. Now, as much as I could talk about this movie and go on and on about it for days, I'm not about to in this video because I don't want to drop any spoilers for those who have not seen the movie yet. And if you haven't, what are you all doing? Go see it before it comes out away from cinema. I went to see this at the Odeon, the IMAX, and it was just, I was blown away. It was incredible. And the visuals, just the animation, the way it is, the concepts, it's just beautiful. From an artist's perspective, it's like just every artist's dream, just so visually captivating. So anyway, I'm gonna let this play out now, and then I'll holler at you all and say goodbye to you all at the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I will catch you all in the next video. Don't forget to check out all of my socials. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you name it, I'm there. Bye for now.